Hello everyone, today we are going to learn some very easy to do magic tricks using rubber bands. So go grab yourself some rubber bands and follow along with me. So without any further ado, let's start. Alright, so you're going to use some rubber bands of fairly larger size. Okay, so larger size because it becomes much more easier for you to do a lot of moves, and even if you use the smaller ones you can anytime double it around so that it becomes smaller. Now the first magic trick I'm going to show you and then I'm going to teach you is the jumping rubber bands. Now I have doubled the rubber band on my finger. You can also do it without doubling them. All right, so but just for the sake of this performance I'm going to double it around on top of my first and the second finger. Remember the first and the second finger. All right, now watch the rubber bands. 1, 2 and 3. Just like that, the rubber band jumps to the ring and the pinky finger, and you can do the same thing. Just like that, it jumps back to the first two fingers. Now I'm going to take it a step further by locking the bands on my finger. I'm going to take another rubber band and lock my fingers so that this band doesn't go anywhere and is locked on the first two fingers. Now watch, if I just do this, the rubber band still jumps to the other side. Let's learn how this is done. Now this is a very easy trick, but you still need to practice it a bit, okay, so that you get the moves right. Now you take a rubber band. If it's a very large one, you can double it around and put it on your first and the two fingers, just like that. Now you show that the band is on the first two fingers, and while you close it, what you do is you take the rubber band, pull it and put your entire fingers inside the band. Now from the front, if you do that action, it just looks like you are closing your fist, but over here you can see that what I have done is I have pulled the rubber band and put all my fingers in the loop. Now from the front, it still looks the same. It looks as if the band is still on the first two fingers, but watch what happens when I open my hand. When I open my hand, the rubber band jumps to the last two fingers and I immediately close it. All right, so this creates an illusion that the band jumped from the first two fingers to the last two fingers, and you can repeat the same thing to make it jump from the last two fingers to the first two fingers. Pull it, put all your fingers inside, and you do a shake, and while you do a shake, you quickly open and close your hands, and just like that, the band jumps to the first two fingers. Now, to create an illusion of impossibility, what you do is you take another band and you twist it around your finger just like that. Now, even if you do that, this still looks impossible. Right now, it looks as if this band is locked on these two fingers, but that's not the case because it's still free to move from these fingers to that fingers and from these fingers to that fingers, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're repeating the same moves again. You're pulling it, putting all your fingers inside, and watch what happens when you open it. When you open it, it still jumps to the last two fingers. It's interesting, isn't it? Let's do it one more time. Just pull it, put all your fingers inside just like that, and when you open it and close it, it still jumps to the first two fingers. How crazy is that? Go ahead, practice it, and if you followed along with me, you must have done it as well. Go ahead, practice it. Now let's move ahead to the next one. Now this one is not a magic trick. It's a kind of a flourish that looks like this. Okay, so it just spins on your fingers just like that. 1, 2 and 3. There you go, and you can just show off before you perform your rubber band magic trick. So how you do this is you take the rubber band, put it on your middle finger from the top, and then your thumb, just like that. Okay, so this is the first step. Now you take your index finger and put it from the top in the rubber band and then straighten it just like that. Now you let go of your thumb and the position is like this. Okay, now the rubber band is in a cross fashion in between your middle and the first finger. Your thumb goes from inside the fingers just like that and pulls it, and it is very difficult to do it slow. I'm just going to teach you the basics just like that, and let's see if it works if I do it slow. What you do is you pull it with your thumb and then you let go of your middle finger, and just like that. It's really difficult to do it slow. You do the same thing. You pull your middle finger out and the rubber band just spins on your finger. So One more time, I'm going to repeat it if you missed this out. Rubber band on your middle finger and the thumb. The index finger comes from the top and straightens up. Your thumb is out of the rubber band. It goes from the bottom to the top, pulls the band, and your middle finger lets go. And just like that, it's very difficult to do it slow. If we do it fast enough, it spins just like that, Okay, so go ahead, practice it for some time, and you will get a hang of it. It's a kind of a knack. If you once you get a hang of it, you'll be able to do it each and every single time, just like that. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next. Now this one is a classic. You take the rubber band between your index and the thumb, and you take the other rubber band and put it behind the band, and just like that, and you lock it. Now the rubber band doesn't come out from anywhere. It doesn't come out from the center. It doesn't come out from here. It doesn't come out from here, neither from the top, neither from the back, and neither from here, neither from there. But if you just give it a slight rub and a blow, and just like that, the band just separates. All right, so this is the classic crazy man's handcuff. So let's learn how this is done. Okay, now the crazy man's handcuff, it will take some time for you to practice it, but then again, once you get a hang of it, you'll be doing this every single time. All right, so there's one just slight move that you need to take care of. So you take the rubber band between your index and the thumb, just like that, and you take the other rubber band, put it on your index finger, go from behind, and your entire hands should be open just like that, so that it's easier for you to maneuver the rubber bands. Okay, the other rubber band goes behind this band, and the thumb goes from the bottom and grabs it. Now this is the situation. The bands are actually linked. It cannot go out from anywhere unless you do a secret move. Now the secret move is this. Now follow along. Okay, your middle finger grabs this band right over here. Okay, right over there, it grabs the band, and while you are pulling it, showing that it doesn't come out from the center, this index finger comes out of this band, goes inside this loop over here, and it straightens up. Okay, now this takes the rubber band out from the center to outside, but you still do the same move, showing the audience it still hasn't unlinked yet, because you need to do that move very secretly. Okay, in the excuse of showing that the rubber band doesn't come out from anywhere. Now for the audience, the rubber bands are still linked, and you create a magical move just like that, and you blow on it, and you say that you can just take it out from there. Now I'll show you the move one more time. I know it's a bit complicated, but once you get a hang of it, you'll be doing it every single time. So you show them it doesn't come out from here, you show them it doesn't come out from here, you show them it doesn't come out from the top nor the bottom. Now you go to the top. Now this time you go to the center. Okay, now when you go to the center, this middle finger grabs, or what you can do is you can do this as well. You can lock the finger so that the rubber band doesn't come out. You take your index finger out from there, put it inside this loop, and you straighten it out. Okay, now one more time. Middle finger grabs the rubber band just like that. Index finger goes out, goes inside the other loop, and then the middle finger lets go of everything, and the index finger straightens up just like that. Now in full speed, it looks something like this. Doesn't come out from here, doesn't come out from there, nor from the top, nor from the bottom, nor from the center, nor from here, nor from there, and just like that, it just comes out. Okay, now this was the most difficult move out of all the three things that I taught you, but if you practice it, it's worth the practice. Okay, because anytime you see a rubber band, you can still perform a crazy miracle. Okay, so it happened to me once when I was in a national park. I saw a person performing magic over there. I had nothing on me. I had no tricks, no gimmicks. I was just there to enjoy the vacation. And out of nowhere, I saw a person performing magic. Now I joined that person, and I had to perform something as well. He had some rubber bands on him, so I just did this one, and the reactions were crazy. They were cool. They were amazing. Okay, so just like this top, bottom, middle finger locks the index finger just like that. The rubber band, the index finger comes out of the rubber band and goes inside the loop that's behind. The middle finger lets go of everything, and the index finger extends as if nothing happened, and you act as if it's still linked, and just like that it comes out. So that was the crazy man's handcuff, a classic in magic, a classic in rubber band magic. And I hope you learned it. Go ahead and watch the video a few more times, multiple times, so that you have a grasp of what exactly is happening. So I'm going to teach you one more magic trick. Let's go. All right, so this is the anti-gravity ring. Okay, so it looks something like this. I hold the rubber band upward just like that, and just if I just slowly concentrate, I can make the ring move up, 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 and up the rubber band right to the center. So that's the anti-gravity ring magic. So let's learn how this is done. You take a rubber band, and you can perform this also anytime and anywhere. If you have a ring and a band, you put the ring on the band, just the tip of it, while you're holding the rest of the band behind your hand. This is hidden, okay? This part is hidden by your fingers. Now you take the band and pull, and you drop the ring to the bottom. Now the situation is you're holding almost half of the band behind your fingers. Now for the audience, this looks like a complete band, and the ring is right at the bottom. Now the moment you want the ring to climb up the rubber band, what you do is you slowly let go of, you loosen your grip from the fingertips, and what happens is when you loosen your grip, it creates an illusion that the ring is slowly moving to the middle. Now make sure that you do not let go of the complete rubber band, and you stop the moment it reaches the end, and this creates an illusion that the ring moves up the rubber band. So that was fairly easy, right? That was fairly easy, and there are a bunch more things that you can do with the rubber bands. I think there are more tricks that you can do than there are bands in my hand. So there are a lot of things, and maybe hopefully I will teach you some more in my future videos. So I hope you learned something from this video. I think I taught you around 4 magic tricks, 4 rubber band magic tricks. So go ahead, watch all the tutorials one more time, few more times. Take some rubber bands in your hands and practice. You know, practice makes a man perfect. Practice makes a magician perfect. Yeah. So go ahead, practice it. And if you like this video, if you learned something from this video, give this a thumbs up, give this 2 thumbs up, give this 3 thumbs up, give this 4 thumbs up, and share it with your magician friends who are just starting out and want to learn some amazing rubber band magic tricks. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click on the subscribe button that's right over here, and also the bell button right beside it, so that you do not miss any updates from my channel or any tutorials like this from my channel. So that was it from my side for today. I'll see you again in the next. Bye-bye.